So for the spikes, let's it. So I'm always torn. I don't really know what is going on underneath this structure. I don't know if it's just like, is this part and then it connects to the rest of the blue. That's what I assume. So that's what we're gonna do. Because I don't see how else it would make sense, to be honest. I just don't. So we're just gonna extrude all the way down till we get to the center there, like that. Boom. There we go. Oh, and I am a Sonic fan. If y'all are in the comment, people in the comments, y'all have theories about how his neck works, please inform your boy, okay? Because I've been confused on that since I've been a fan. All right, I've never understood how he looks around. He is a cartoon character though, so I will give you that. Leave me alone. Alright. So, let me just go through here and just bring all these down. Just make faces. This Blender is such a robust tool. I mean, look at how fast I'm doing this. This comes standard with Blender now. This just comes with Blender. Before, you had to buy this ReTopoFlow add-on to do this type of thing, and now it's just with Blender. You can just do this now. Like, that's pretty wild to me. I remember seeing ReTopoFlow and going, "Oh my God, that's amazing! I wish I didn't have to pay for this." I mean, I did pay for it, but the fact that you guys don't have to. You should be thrilled, ecstatic even. I would still probably get ReTopoFlow because it has some other tools in there that are really useful for retopology. But Blender in and of itself is completely capable of doing whatever you need it to do or want it to do. And the reason I'm not going a whole lot about what I'm doing is because this is a repetitive task at this point. So you get the gist of what's going on here. You're just making faces down here. Edge sliding, making sure that everything looks nice and neat. You definitely want to take the time to make your edges look neat. And it's not about looking neat. It's just, I mean, well, it is, but it's also, it helps if everything has a sort of cohesiveness to it. I'll say, you want everything. You don't want edges to look like this, like just strewn about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not nice. Make it smooth like that. Just yeah. You don't want a bunch of vertices popping all over the place and whatnot. So what I think I will do to help out with this situation is to unhide our mouth controller here and make sure that you are manipulating this on both sides with proportional editing in what is this, wireframe mode. I don't know why I'm losing my words today, but that's fine because my brain is it's moving so fast. Okay, it's going so fast, faster than Sonic himself. All right. Anyway, so there we go. That's better. That makes me feel better about myself a little bit. And we could probably even possibly probably move this down a smidgen, eh? Eh? Yeah, there we go. Just to have it touching. There we go. Okay. Go back to this. You want to hide this because it's distracting. So with this, what you want to do, you don't want to mess with this right now. We're going to hit Shift A. We're going to add a cylinder. We're going to give this 6 vertices because that is what makes sense. And that's it. We're just going to tab into edit mode, hit 3, X delete, X delete faces and go to vertex mode, select these two, hit F twice. Do the same thing at the bottom. I'll just go to edge mode with 2, F twice. Boom, there we go. 3, select the faces, scale it down to a point right there. And there. Alright, select the entire thing. Side view, rotate it 90 degrees with RX and 90. Grab, bring it up. Scale it down, bring it to the back, scale it down. Now, well, what you want to do, you can grab these here, scale these down as well. There you go, it's just a bit more reasonable. Now we can actually delete these faces. Don't actually need those. So, what we're doing from here is making the spikes. So let's go there. Let's grab all these, bring these up. And so with this guy here in the middle, you want to bring them up as much as possible. Control B, Control B to bevel it. Like so. And then you can just manipulate the vertices until it fits the shape you're going for. And we're following this reference image. We're going for the shape. Okay. Well. Alright. Look at that. It's beautiful. And it's almost... So what you can do, well, we'll worry about symmetry later. Be disciplined and work on both sides. Just select both vertices and move them up. Just do it for me. Just humor me for a second, guys, okay? Okay, there we go. There we go. We might have to fix some things because that was a bit closer, yeah. But that's fine. That's fine. And these have to connect to this bottom one down here, so this one might get deleted. Oop. But we want to move it up regardless, like so. And again, you know, make sure that they're a little neat, a little bit, you know, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. So, with that, we want to select this and then Shift D, duplicate, and you want to move it over to the side and down, and you want to rotate it. Boom, you get the idea. We're making the quills now. The top one, we want the center one. Let's get the center one taken care of as well. Shift D, duplicate. Bring that down like that. Okay, and do what we did up top. Just bring the points to where they are in the reference image. Okay. Don't try to reinvent the wheel because it's been made dozens and dozens and dozens of times for you. Look at that. We already have the makings of, I mean, look at that. Okay, so let's get this third one going. Like, we can be super nitpicky with it once we get all the quills there. And then we'll worry about connecting them together with themselves, and then we'll connect them with the rest of his head. Okay, there we go. Oh, I just noticed. Look at that. You want to bring his ear forward. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. W, shade smooth. I want to shade that smooth. Next thing you want to do, I highly suggest that everyone take the time to purchase an add-on called HardOps. It is an add-on that will make creating hard surface models in Blender super easy for you. They are not sponsoring this. It's just that it's not just good for hard surface. It's also good for life in Blender in general. Because with HardOps, you don't have to go in and delete all those and go here and make a mirror modifier. Okay, I could just hit Alt X and click this side and mirror it. And there it is. And in edit mode, I can just hit Alt X and blam, it's mirrored to the other side. That's amazing. I highly suggest getting such a thing. But because I don't want you to feel like you have to, I do highly suggest it, but you don't have to. Follow along with me and add this mirror modifier with clipping. And there you go. There you go. That's how you do that. Problem solved. Next, we delete these. So we basically can delete like these parts of the quill, because like they're going to be connected like in here, so that's fine. We don't want them to be too far up. There we go. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. And yeah, so we'll keep editing. Bring them down. So this is going to be connected in here. Leave me alone. Okay. So alright, so next you hit F, and then boom. So we have connected the quills together. They're home now. They're safe with each other. Now we have to connect all the rest of them. So we basically essentially do the same thing for every other quill. And because this is mirrored, you know, life is easy. We don't actually have to worry about doing this on both sides. Actually, when I was in college, I definitely considered sculpting, like real sculpting in real life, as a part of my extracurricular activities. However, having learned real life sculpting and comparing and contrasting it with 3D, it's well, no. I'm good, actually. I think I'm good with 3D, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. Of course you do. So this part could be a little tricky. I'm not too sure what to do about it at the moment. Because I kind of just want to connect it up like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. And I guess we can make another face and just bring it together. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We could probably get away with that. That's fine, right? That's fine, isn't it? And, you know, if it's not, you know, always you can just move these points more inward, you know, make it so that his hair is as spiky as you imagine it to be, you know. Or quills, whatever the cuss these are, you know. These are something. These are definitely something. All right. So, and we totally did all that in the side view. So remember what I said about following, you know, making sure that you do everything in all of 3D space. This is why, because you'll end up doing a whole section in one view and completely forgetting about the other one and having to go in and fixing it later. So I'm keeping all of this in, you know, no one's perfect, and I am 100% not an exception. So I just want to show you guys how I make things, and I hope that you all can learn a thing or two from it. And yeah, this is totally, you know, I'm going to be making all the characters I want. I don't care. Hopefully YouTube won't, you know, destroy my channel. But it's like, you know, there's already a bajillion Blender tips, you know. But I ain't seen too many tutorials on modeling Sonic and Goku, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna make it happen. Alright. Here we are. We can probably connect this some type of way here. We can merge it. I mean, we can. I guess. But I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. I don't like it. I feel like I would like this better. Actually, this right here. Yes, that makes me feel better. Much better. Actually, bump that. We'll just bring all these up. That makes me feel better. Now, we can select these, join them together. And let's see how we can connect these up. So, you see, this is a lot like a puzzle, isn't it? You know, we're solving it, putting it together. Let's connect these two up here, obviously. You can keep polybuild on or off if you want. I think I'm going to just turn it off because I don't know if I want or need it right now. Select that, make that a face, make that a face, make that a face, make that a face. So everything up there seems to line up nicely. You want to go here, you know, maneuver some of these around. We can add an edge loop back over here later. So here's where things start to get a little tricky when they start not lining up. So we have a few options, and I think I know how to solve this particular issue. We could just move this up. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So you just want to connect these together and make sure that there are quads, no triangles. I don't like triangles. Triangles are evil, okay? My Padawans do not use triangles. You can convert your mesh to triangles later. Alright, if you just need to have triangles, okay, you can convert them to tris later. But while you're working, you work in quads. Alright. That's how sane people work. Like, let me stop. I'm just messing with you. You can work however you want. But you are insane if you don't work in quads. Anyway, so there we go. There we go. And so here with this whole apparatus down here. Apparatus. What can I do here? 'Cause I mean, let's look at them in solid view. Let's see. I guess it's not too obvious. We definitely want to set his head more on his body, though. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's less obvious. Okay. Alright. Oopsie daisy. Hide that. Sweet. Okay, guys. I mean, there. We got the quills. And then we can, of course, Control 2 to add a subdivision surface. As you can see, adding said subdivision surface has made our quills a lot less thick. They've lost their thick quality, their thickness. So we want to give that back to them. We want to re-thickify the quills. So select those proportional, edit these bad boys back to size. There we go. Add an edge loop in here because I said I was, and then we're going to move this up. There we go. Look at that. All right. Cool. Now we want to fix this area. You know, just grab these, smooth them out, or vertex smooth. You know, the lame way. Then select these, bring them out. Like so. Okay, it's still a little weird. That's still a little weird. So we want a shape. We want this shape to be round. So just work with it. You know, a lot of times some things will pop up, like with the shape of certain areas that you know, just don't quite look right. Just work with it. Just work with it until it does, and it will. You know, if you keep poking around and maneuvering things, it'll look right. Just give it a minute. You know, make sure that you be patient. Definitely want to be patient and know when you can cut some corners. See, I don't think all of these vertices around here are really necessary. There we go. And we can just get rid of these two down here. So hit 2 to go to edge mode, X, delete edge loops, and make those faces. Yeah, we didn't need all that. See that, you know, that stuff like that can help. You know, it can help make the model less clunky. You know, if you can just totally get rid of shit and you can totally get rid of stuff, and oh, no one will be any wiser. They won't know a thing. So, last few parts of his face that we want to do. We've moved his head down from the reference image. Oh, H. Okay, so we will have to do something else. We can do something else, though. What we can do is we can maybe see what he looks like in solid view again. Hide that. Yeah, I mean, that shit is clearly floating. Well, his body could be made bigger. Fair enough. Let's do that. Make sure clipping is on and just move it up. Yeah, there we go. Problem solved. Now, we want to make the nose. So we can just make Shift S cursor to world origin. Make another cylinder. Let's give that 8. 3. Delete faces. Make these into a face. And then merge these at last. Select this one and select this one. Merge them at last. NT, just want to get rid of those. 3x delete faces. Now I want to Control R, put an edge loop in there. I want to hit 3, scale this down, scale it up. I want to hit 2, hit Control B, bevel that, and then I want to grab these up here and a few of these beveled edges, and well, actually I'll just grab these up here, smooth it out, grab these, smooth it, smooth, and then we can scale these down with Alt S. You can see what I've done, by the way. That's his nose. So we can rotate it, scale it down, bring it forward, and see it has more of a sausage-ish shape, so we can just move this on up. Like so. Scale it down. Scale it down. Rotate it. And scale it down. W shade smooth. He has a nose. Last but not least, we might just make a sphere for his eyes and do a shrink wrap modifier for the eyeball, the things, the irises, I guess. Shift A, UV sphere. 32 is a bit excessive. Let's make it 16 instead. And that'll be fine. Of course, we want this to be shaded smooth. And we'll rotate this. Actually, this will be good enough. In fact, that's exactly what we want. So let's scale it down in edit mode and bring it up. Leave me alone. Okay. Alright, just scale that into place. Scale that into place. Like so. Okay. Alright. Bring it forward a little bit, maybe. Okay. So, gonna do some things now. So, about the reference images. They're basically useless to us now. We have everything that we need to make Sonic. Though, one more thing that I do want to do before we completely call it quits on the reference images, you know, they still have one more purpose to serve before we disregard them forever and put them into the dustbin of uselessness. I to inset, and we can shape these. Alright, and we can use that to color later. Alright, reference images can go bye-bye. We do not need them anymore. I just hid them, by the way. Also, we don't need the eye to be a full sphere either. So, what we can do is Control B, select that, delete the vertices, add modifier, mirror modifier. Make sure clipping is turned on, and we can edit this to fit the shape of Sonic. We don't have to conform to it. It can conform to what we want, because we're going to animate his eyes with modifiers, because Blender is sweet like that. You do want to extrude these like in though. In and then extrude them in again and maybe scale it up. Like turn off proportional editing and scale that up. Yeah, something like that. Probably bring it upwards a little bit. Just to further solidify that shape, you know. Cool. Look at that. Alrighty. Now I do want to give them a separation here in the eyebrows, and we can do that with extrusion. And we only need to extrude this much. Or, well, we can extrude the whole thing. Why not? I mean, this is the part that's going to be eyebrowing the most. And we can fix that. Yeah, so E to extrude, Q to smooth, or Alt Q rather, Alt Q to smooth. Or if you're, you know, lame, you know, go to vertex mode and smooth vertices. And then, of course, you know, maybe you don't want it to be so harsh back here. You can, of course, edit it away with a few clicks. And just smooth that around. Maybe. There we go. Okay, look at him. He's looking really nice right now. Now all he needs is his irises. Yeah. Okay. We're going to control to this to subdivide it even further so it's really smooth. And then we can shift S cursor to world origin, cursor to world oranges, and circle this. Alright, we want to tab and edit mode, rotate this on the x-axis 90 degrees, and we want to scale this on the x-axis to about this. I'm going to scale this down completely, and it has 32. We can get Control F and grid fill it. We want to increase the span, change the offset so that the span is in the center, and maybe can. Alright, cool. So make it so it looks like this. And then we want to bring these up. No, actually. What can we do? Yeah. We'll bring this up and we'll duplicate it. We'll just duplicate it, you know what I'm saying? So bring this up, bring it forward. Where are you? Why did you not move forward with me? Oh, it did, because it's flat. That's why. So, what you do, you scale it down. We can scale it down in edit mode. Alright, we've been scaling it in object mode, whatever. Yeah, scale it down. Okay. And you definitely want to apply all transforms, or no, you want to apply the scale. We'll worry about the rest of it later. I for inset, you want to turn on boundary again and smooth that out. And while this is still flat, you want to extrude, turn off proportional editing, and scale up and scale out. And then you want to do the same thing again, scale up, scale out. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can differentiate the colors when we texture him. Or we can differentiate the colors easier, I should say. We can scale this back in a bit. Scale it down. Alright. Now we add a shrink wrap modifier to it, and we put it on this. And we do, so allow me to go to, let's turn this off, and I want to just move this closer to the eye for one. And two, I'm thinking I would like to project this. So I'm going to go to project, turn on both positive and negative, and there we go. I'm also going to add a solidify modifier on the negative, and I'm also, of course, going to shade smooth. Okay, I thought so. So make sure your solidify modifier is beneath your shrink wrap. Next, you want to mirror this, of course, but you want to mirror it across the cylinder, so that, or the body, so that it's mirrored on both sides. And look at that, guys. Sonic, he's there. He's done. As far as the model goes, we will color him and rig him. And with our mouth, when you have it selected, we can totally move it, wherever we need it for anything. So that's the end of this part. In the next part, well, let me not say that just yet. I want to move all of these up like so. And so what I did, I just selected everything, and you can actually tab into edit mode with everything selected regardless of the modifiers they have going on. But actually I forgot, you don't want to you want to bring this with the mouth thing. Don't move the mouth without moving its controller here. Okay, in object mode, don't do it. And we're just gonna bring this up about there. Now we can actually legit delete our reference images. We actually don't need these anymore. So there we are. Alright guys, so in the next tutorial I will show you how to color him, and then we will, after we color him, I'll probably rig him, and we're gonna color him in a 2D style. Alright, we're doing a hybrid ArcSys type Sonic. Okay, I love 3D Sonic, I really do. I think he would look way better if they actually did the Arc System Works thing where they mixed him with 2D. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'll see you guys in the next video.